This week I'm going to show you how I made clone Raph and Donnie from the new TMNT IDW comics, the Armageddon game. So to start out, I have these two 2012 figures. They're about the right size for the IDW comics figures, and that was a drawing I did so I could have a little bit of reference. And you'll notice that Raph has the staff. That's why I made it red. It goes together. Raph has the staff, and Donnie has the nunchucks, because these clone turtles, they were introduced in the... This is just me taking it apart and then putting some pieces back together. Now I'm using a, what's it called, my Dremel to sand the faces off, because the IDW have more narrow faces. But they premiered or debuted in the Free Comic Book Day, and they get introduced by Venus, who's a clone herself. And then there were these other clones that appeared to be, but I don't know. I've only read opening moves 1, which is the prequel to Armageddon game, I guess. And the rest, I don't know if they've come out yet. I haven't been able to get my hands on them. But in the Free Comic Book Day version, then I used some spackling to fill in where I sanded and smooth everything out, and using a nail file as my to sand with. Now I'm using green stuff, and it's a 2-part epoxy putty that you mix together and it turns green, and then you work it kind of like clay, but it more like plastic, so it just kind of sticks on there perfect. And you learn in the Free Comic Book Day version that they have the names of the regular turtles, but they each have different weapons. So Mikey has the katanas. I made Mikey last week, but I did fabric pants instead of making the pants out of this green stuff. And now I'm using, it's a different spackling I've never used before. It takes longer to dry, and I thought it would be thicker and more like clay or putty, but it turned out to be thinner. And then I put some on a spoon and work from that, because from having it open all the time while I'm working, it gets a nice crust on top, and it's only like $5 for that thing, but still don't like to waste it. And then I decide they need more off their cheeks to match the comic book versions better, so I sand down some more and more. And yeah, we're getting there. That's Venus. She's the one who I think narrates the Free Comic Book Day. I did read that, and it's just a short story, and it's done like the same as the first issue from 1984. There they are in that issue. Not the 84 issue, but the new issue that kind of looks like and sounds like and feels like, but weird that it's 1984 when they came out, because it depicts a world that's kind of Orwellian future, yeah, like in the book 1984. Yeah, weird. But now I'm painting, they have gloves, so I used burnt umber, and then I added some black acrylic primer just to make it darker. And that's the image I mainly went off, because that's the only real good color image of these 4 guys. And I'm using a glow yellow to get in their eyes. It's the shine or sheen is glow, and it's just a yellow. Then I dry brush some plain burnt umber just to add a little depth to the darker burnt umber I used that was mixed with the black. Now I'm using a darker, like mid-level green, but it's pretty thick and dark. It's sap green. And I use that for their shells and to get in the details of the muscles, but Raph's already kind of that color. And I had done a pass with the burnt umber in all the cracks of their chest, and then I do a raw sienna over that to make it pop out more. Then, because as I'm working the paint's kind of sticking to my hands, I do a coat of acrylic matte varnish just to seal everything up so it doesn't get damaged while I'm working, because there's still more painting to do. Because I keep going at the eyes, that's going to make them really pop out, and also it's a light bright yellow, so it takes a lot for you to really see it. Then I move on to a nickel azo gold for the parts that I am gonna say are leather because it's an orangish shiny brown that looks like leather when it's dry. So I did the knee pads and the gloves and the elbow pads and the foot wraps, ankle wraps. And then this green is grass green that I'm using for their main green, but I'm putting it on not super thick because I want some of the darker green underneath to show through. Donnie didn't have a darker green underneath, but I added some into the details with the sap green and getting their fingers and just all the little details because they're a brighter green here. Now I have a cinnamon brown, which is a lighter brown that I'm dry brushing over all the pants because I want them to, you know, have a lot of color and detail to them. It's hard to tell on camera, but there is a difference between the browns. And then I use a daffodil yellow, which is a kind of muted light yellow, and I dry brush over most of them with that. Mainly on the shell I want the yellow to show, but also to give some highlights over the green by doing a really light dry brush that makes that pop out in certain areas. I just did like the biceps and a bit of the head. Now everywhere I painted more, or everywhere I just painted, I'm putting a clear coat on. That's the final clear coat. The painting's done, so I move on to their belts. This is a synthetic leather that I got from the dollar store. And now to make their pouches, I've tried to think of the easiest way to do this. I have some 2mm black foam, and I cut a strip just a little bit bigger than the belt. And then I have a 1mm brown foam that I tape or glue to the top and then fold over to be like a flap on a bag, and then I just cut them all out. And so that was the easiest way I could think of to make bags. I did fabric bags on Mikey, but I didn't really like how they came out, and they're tougher to make that small. And then I glue everything down with super glue, first the belt and then the pouches around. And now for their belt buckle, this is a stainless steel cable tie that I also got at the dollar store years ago, and it's great for little metal pieces that you need. And also I like to make swords out of them. And so for his bow staff, Raph's staff, it's a bamboo barbecue skewer. No, just a bamboo skewer. It's pretty thin. And then I used a bamboo barbecue skewer, which is thicker to make these nunchucks, because I had to use my little hand drill to drill a hole in them. And then I have some black wire that I glue inside the 2 little holes that I drilled. And I'm using the cinnamon brown to just lightly paint them to give them some color, but let a little bit of the olds shine through or show through to add some detail. And then I just used an old t-shirt for the bandanas, and I made a template and I cut them out, and then that's what they look like in the end. I like them better than the Mikey there. I put him in the back so he's kind of hidden. I'm going to do another Mikey and another Leo, but I'm not going to do them at the same time because it's twice as much footage that I have to edit to make the video, and that took a really long time. So thanks for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and till next time, remember, always keep your head up. Peace.